YouTube, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, that's right. I am now using two cameras. I'm using this new camera and I'm also using my old camera. The reason being, I figured today we should do some kind of tech review on these cameras because I've been vlogging for 2 weeks with this one and I've been vlogging for about a year with this one. So having vlogged with this one for 2 weeks, I'm pretty okay with this now. So this is just going to be a comparison between these two cameras. To be honest, on a budget, this is probably going to be the better camera to use. This is the Fuji X70. It's a very nice camera. Today I'm going to tell you all about the good points and the bad points of this camera. And then you've got the Canon, the 800D. This is a baby, this is a beauty. This is literally like the best camera ever. Well, not the best camera ever, obviously there's more cameras, but I'll tell you all the benefits of this and this. But first, I think we need to go to somewhere a little bit better than this. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, okay, so this is pretty much the best area that I can think of to test anything. This is Nottingham's power station. Alright, so this is what these cameras can do, okay? Now, the sound quality is, I don't know actually what the sound quality is like. I'm hoping it's really good because this mic is supposed to be the best mic and there is a little bit of wind. There's not a lot of wind, but there is a little bit of wind. So if you can hear me okay, then you're doing good. But also as well, we're going to check with this camera as well. Now I'm using the audio from the other camera because I don't want to mess up the footage for this. Okay, so I'm using two cameras at once right now. Okay, so we're going to use the Fuji first. So with the Fuji, we're talking about focus. Now the focus on the Fuji X70, there's 3 settings. There's a manual focus, which is rubbish. There's a central focus, which focuses on my face and then tries to blur out everything else. And then there's a special focus, which does the same thing, but it's supposed to do it faster and it's supposed to keep up with the facial movements and stuff. Okay, that's the setting that it's on right now. And so far it's getting, well, it's not working very well, is it? Also as well, I don't know if you can hear this because of the background noise, but if you listen closely, when it tries to focus, it makes a weird noise. You hear that? See? That's a good focus, that's fast. However, this is the Canon 800D focus. Check this out. This is a focus that you need to have in your life. This focus is amazing. Check this out. Constant. See? That's a pretty good focus, man. That's a pretty good focus. I like that. That's good. You can't even see it. It's seamless. See, you're not even in focus right now. That's really bad. But you're always in focus. It's great. Okay, right. Filming with two cameras, people, is hard work. Next, we're going to talk about the zoom. Okay, the zoom on the 800D is amazing because there is one. See that? That's a good focus. Okay, that's good. That's good focus still with the zoom. And it's also a really good zoom as well. On this camera, there isn't as, oh my god, focus on my face, would you please? Thank you. On this camera, there is no zoom, so it's irrelevant. It's not really a good comparison test. The one thing I liked from this camera was a zoom. I want to be able to go like this. See what I mean? That's what I want. That's what you want from a camera, not that. Next, we're going to talk about portability. This is vlogception right now. I'm vlogceptioning myself. Alright. This is the camera. This is the camera. This is a good portable camera. This wins on portability, but only because it is only a point and shoot and it is quite small. Running out of battery pretty quickly on this one as well. This camera, sorry. This camera is just as portable, although it takes a little bit longer to set up, and it's bigger. That's the only difference. If you want to vlog in secret, you want to be using this one. But if you want to vlog properly, I'd use this one. You're a good camera. Well worth the money. Okay, next is the sound, okay? The sound on this is rubbish. The sound on this is really great, but that's because I'm cheating because I have this mic on the top. But the reason that I have a mic on this one is because there is a mic slot. On this one, there isn't. There's a place to put the actual there's an actual place to put the slot, so you can put a mic on it, but there's nowhere to plug it in. okay? There is a 2.1 jack on there, or if it's a 1.2 or something like that, but it doesn't do anything. And you can't get cables, you can't get aux cables for that. And you also need batteries for the mic because it won't accept the Rode batteryless mic, which this one does. This one actually has a great microphone, it has great slots, it has everything. This is a very biased comparison because of how much I like the Canon. But then again, this camera is still very good as well. It's just a little bit slow with things. Okay, now you got it down to price, alright? Now the price is different. This battery's running out on this camera. So this is the X70. So the X70 costs about £450. But what it does and what it is, it's a really good price for it. But I still think it's a little bit out of people's range. And for its style, and for what it looks like, and for the abilities that it does have, very, 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 very good. The Canon. The Canon is actually amazing. Like, the price is really good for what it is. It's £898, but for what it does and what it is, it's unreal. I bought a mic with it, and I also bought a new tripod, and I also bought a dead cat, and I also bought another lens for low light filming because of the stuff that I did in the last Gin Festival vlog that I did. This camera ruined it. But now that problem won't happen again because I have a low light lens and it'll be fine. Spent about £1,500 on this camera in total. Another point as well that I would like to make, okay, this camera, okay, the actual X70, right, has no film left because it won't store. I think we may have just, I think this, oh my god, no. I'm just trying to queue up this now because the thing that really sucks about this camera, I don't know where it stopped. I have no idea where it stopped. This is so bad. This is so bad. This is such a bad tech review. I don't even care. Right, okay, so this camera has actually just completely died. And it won't turn on anymore. So as far as which camera's better, obviously the Canon's way better. Although I will not put this camera down. Okay, this camera I will continue to use. The Canon is obviously the better camera, which is why I bought the camera, because I wasn't going to buy a camera that was worse than this, alright? If you're going to start vlogging, this camera is brilliant for vlogging. You can see yourself in the lens, you can see yourself in the actual behind it. Like, the sound quality isn't all that great, but I swear to God, if you get some kind of dead cat to cover the mics here, you're going to be fine. This camera I'm still use. This camera I still carry around with me no matter where I go because it's just good to pull out and start filming. The trouble with this camera is that it only records up to 15 minutes of footage. Well, about 14.5 minutes of footage at a time, which is really bad. Really bad for a camera. I know why they do it. It's to stop the file compression, because then you're gonna lose your footage, or it makes sense, and I understand it. Make it 30 minutes at least. Like this camera, the Canon, that will record for up to 45 minutes or 30 minutes, depending on which setting you've got it on. You can't copy straight across from the camera. You do have to use the Canon software, or you plug in the actual SD card into a computer straight direct. Right, okay, so this camera, the Canon, the one that I'm using, this is obviously hands down the best camera I've ever used in my life. It's got a flip out screen so I can constantly see what I'm looking at, and it looks really weird to you guys because I'm not f***ing looking at you. The Canon has got interchangeable lenses. It has a zoom. I really like the fact that it's got a zoom. I've never had a camera with a zoom before. Well, I've used cameras with zooms before. I know how to use cameras. I went to university and did it. If you've ever watched me from the beginning of these vlogs, you'll know. But if you are gonna look into vlogging, or you're gonna just look into photography, or you're gonna look into filmmaking, or anything at all that requires a really good camera, then this is probably the best bet, the Canon 800D. It's amazing. It's not better than the 80D, alright, and it's not better than the 70D. I'd say it's about on par with the 70D actually, because the 70D does everything this does, except the 800D makes it so much more simpler to do. You can do time lapses on this, you can do stills on this, you can do full length videos on this. I could probably shoot an entire movie on this. Although I will say something, I once dropped this off like a wall that was about 9 feet high. And when I dropped that off, I thought it was dead and goner. But all it did was do scratches around here. And it still survived it. So as in a durability test, you'd probably want this camera, because if I drop this one off that, kind of ledge. It'd die. As far as these cameras go, they're alright. They're both pretty good, not gonna lie, but the Canon beats you hands down, Mr. Fujifilm. That's why I'm sticking with you. I don't know why I just did that, but it's the way it works. If you've got a lot of money to spend, then you want to buy like a really nice SLR, like the 800D. But if you're just wanting a budget and you want a sneaky little fit camera that many people won't stare at while they're vlogging, or they won't stare at you because you're vlogging, then this one. Or if you're just an obnoxious person that likes to drive to the middle of nowhere and film and talk to their camera about absolutely nothing, then buy any camera you want. Anyway, before I go, I want to show you this. Okay, this is the time-lapse shot I've always wanted to get with this camera because, I don't know, I just have something weird about this. I've never seen one of these this close before, so I want to time-lapse this and see what happens with the sky and stuff. So I'm just gonna leave you to run. Oh my god, big tripod, hard to bend, still brand new. So as far as tech reviews go, that wasn't bad, right? It was rubbish. As far as camera reviews go, that was absolutely the worst camera review you've ever watched in your life. Tell me about it, alright? I know, because I made it, alright? Anyway, that's pretty much it. I mean, the basic reason I wanted to make this video was so that I could actually just freaking come up with a reason why I bought a £1,000 camera. That reason is still to be unsaid, but this camera is so much better than the other camera that it goes without saying that if you want to make decent vlogs, you need a decent camera, right? It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. If you want to make a video, make a bloody video. It doesn't matter what the camera is that you're using. Basically, if you're gonna make a video, use whatever you have to your disposal. I saved up a lot of money and I treated myself. I don't know how this is gonna look. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, then tell me in the comments, even though nobody comments in my videos anymore. Maybe my videos are just rubbish and I should quit. That'll never happen. I'm never giving up. I'll see you later. I've been a Monkaiy. This has been my vlog. You knows I'm gonna close this vlog with my nose because that's the way a Monkaiy rolls. I will see you all peacefully next week, same time, same place. Bye! Also as well, for you people that like to hang on until the very end and watch these vlogs, I absolutely love you, seriously. Like, comment in the bottom with the word rhubarb. I'll always remember you for being the first people. Always. See ya!